Exhilarating sports talk coming up next on The Doug Stewart Show in about 2 minutes. Stay tuned. We're about to have some fun. That's right, sports talk, guy talk, right here on The Doug Stewart Show. Show coming up in about a minute and a half. Hold on. You have entered a no puppet zone. That's right, no puppetry around here. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 1 minute. The realest, treeless, most unfiltered sports and guy talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show coming up in about 30 seconds. Yes!
Play this record as frequently as possible.
The Doug Stewart Show
is the best in the world as far as I'm concerned.
This is sports talk for the people. The Doug Stewart Show. It's like the tail wagging the dog. They create the narrative. Don't believe it. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Or are you not entertained? This is sports talk with hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Yeah! What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show. And this is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. And oh boy, we got a lot of great things planned for you today, as we do every single day. Shots out and good morning to all of the Stewies. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh, we got a lot planned for you today. Man, the last couple of weeks, there's been a ton of great stuff to get into, man. Before we get into that, though, Cassidy, bring it back for your boy one more time. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yes, sir. Scratch beat. Let's get crunk. It is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. May 6, 2016. Thank you once again for joining your boy on the Doug Stewart Show. The realest, treeless sports and guy talk show in America. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you for tuning in, man. Shots out and good morning to the Stewies once again. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, a couple of things you need to do. All right. First, you need to go to Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an aura. Search and find the Doug Stewart Show. Once you find it, there's a little follow button. Click on the follow button, and when you do that, whenever this show or any other show goes live on the network, you will be alerted. So that's very important. And then you need to hit the little chat bubble. We have the best chat room in the world, man. We do. We have the best chat room in the world. So you post your thoughts in there, and I read it throughout the show. It adds to the show to the people that post in the chat room, man. They're kind of like my co-host, my wingman. I call it the Fantasy Island of Sports and Guy Chat, and its inhabitants are the Stewies. Good morning, Stewies. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, so today, man, a ton of stuff to get into. Today is a fantastic, freaky, funny football Friday. But also on Fridays, what we do is we give out the Boil Penis Awards. Now, if you're new to the show, you might be saying to yourself, what the hell is the Boil Penis Award? It's a long story on how we came up with the name and this, that, and the other. But just know that the Boil Penis Awards go to the Buster of the Week in the world of sports and entertainment. So we've already got your nominees. Your nominees, as listed in the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group page, as well as the Two Live Stews Facebook group page. Your nominees for this week's Buster of the Week Award, a.k.a. the Stacey Dash, Jason Whitlock. I can't remember the other guy's name right now. Oh, that ran for president. Ben Carson, right. We call it the Stacey Dash, Jason Whitlock, Ben Carson Boil Penis Awards. Your nominees are the Atlanta Hawks for just getting drubbed the other night by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs, giving up 23 three-pointers, I believe it was. Just a disgusting exhibition of basketball the other night. So y'all nominated the Atlanta Hawks. Lou Holtz for supporting and putting his support behind Donald Trump. Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley for, in effect, beefing 20 years after the fact. And then y'all also nominated Sports Illustrated, man, for allegedly agreeing to a deal to feature Caitlyn Jenner, a.k.a. Bruce Jenner. Mama call him Bruce, I'm going to call him Bruce. Featuring Caitlyn Jenner in Sports Illustrated. Nobody want to see that. Nobody want to see that. So those are your Boil Penis Awards nominees. Go to the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group or on Two Live Stews and cast your vote. We'll give out that award a little bit later on today. All right? So, obviously, we're going to get into the NBA playoffs from last night. Vogel is out in Indianapolis. We'll talk a little bit more about Charles Barkley's comments. I kind of hit one side of it yesterday in the whole Barkley and Charles Oakley thing. But I actually want to talk about the other part of it and actually what Barkley said, so we'll get into that. Phil Jackson, man, is a crook. I keep telling y'all that. Phil is a crook. Phil is a crook. So we'll definitely get into all of those things here today on the show. I talked about the chat room, but you can also call the show at 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. But I got a letter I want to read here. I have a letter that I received a couple of days ago that I want to read here for the Stewies. It says, Doug, I'd like to share a story with you. A couple of weeks ago, I visited my dear mother in Kalamazoo, Michigan. That afternoon, I took a train to the east part of town to visit this old fly honey I used to bone back in the day in high school. That's neither here nor there, though. Now, while standing in the station waiting for the train to come up to the platform, I was reading my text messages and truthfully not paying attention when I suddenly slipped and fell onto the rail. I know what you're saying. How did you survive? How did you write this letter? Well, Doug, to make a long story short, I fell perfectly in between the tracks, did not move, laid motionless, and the tracks and the train just passed over me with no harm come to my person. Now, once again, you're probably saying to yourself, Doug, why is this person sending me this letter? The reason I'm sharing this story with you and your listeners is because I was wearing a Doug Stewart Show t-shirt. That's right, you heard me. Doug, I feel like the t-shirt saved my life. Doug, your t-shirts are lucky t-shirts. Now that I look back and realize that a simple $20 donation to the Doug Stewart Show, in effect, saved my life, I'm going to do it over and over and over again. And over again. I've heard there are more stories of your listeners with luck when they donate as well to the Doug Stewart Show. So, to the Stewies, donate $20 or more to the most fun, entertaining, and interactive and real sports and guy talk show in America. Get a t-shirt, and oh yes, when life gives you lemons, the Doug Stewart Show will give you lemonade. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Long live the Doug Stewart Show. Long live Stewart Media and Entertainment. And long live Beyonce and her lemonade. That was a selfish comment by me, Doug. Signed, Mike, loyal fan and indebted to SME Ferguson. Mike, that was a beautiful story, man. That was a beautiful story, Mike. And I think the crux of the matter and the moral of the story, once again, is today is offering day. Today is offering day! Yes! Yes! Donate to the Doug Stewart Show, man! If you have a great time around here Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, donate to the Doug Stewart Show. That's a vote for independent radio. That's a vote for realness. That's a vote for trillness. And that's a vote for sports and guy talk show that's unfiltered. You know you have a great time. I need you to donate, man. $20 or more, we send you your very own Doug Stewart Show t-shirt. $20 or more, we send you your very own Doug Stewart t-shirt. And we have just heard from Mr. Ferguson that they're lucky as well. So get you a t-shirt and find out and explore all the luck that it provides. All right? You know you have a great time. Now, you don't have to just donate $20. You don't have to donate just $1. You can donate $50, $500, $5,000. Today is Friday. Y'all got paid. A lot of y'all got it. Y'all got it. I mean, in effect, just look at it as you buying your boy a beer. Today is Friday. Buy your boy a beer. I will talk for food. All right? And get yourself a lucky t-shirt like my man Mike and save your life if you get charged by vicious and ferocious wild rhinoceroses. All right? So go to thedugstewartshow.com, click on the donate button, donate $5 or more, man. We really would appreciate it. We call it $5 for the flavor. So you get a lot from it, man. You get luck. You get great sports and guy talk. I mean, what more could you ask for from a sports and guy talk show? Yes, sir. TheDougStewartShow.com. Donate $5 or more, man. We really would appreciate it. $20 or more, we send you a t-shirt. And we'll keep it rolling, man. Thank you. Based on how much you donate, we give you shots out today on the show as well. Buy your boy a beer. Buy your boy a six-pack. Buy your boy a case. Buy your boy a whole wing at the beer factory. If you got it, share it. Man. Tito, pass me the tissue. Damn. The Doug Stewart Show t-shirt saved a man's life. Wow. Only in America. Don't go away. When we get back from the break, we'll talk a little NBA playoffs. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the luckiest show in America. Yes, sir. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play. So, you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bring it. What?
We right here. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. The realest, treeless sports and guy talk show in America. And it's offering time, Stewies. Go to thedougstewartshow.com. Donate, man. If you donate, man, we'll give you a shout out live on air today. Within the next 2 hours right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, man. Thank you so much. Shouts out to all of the Stewies tuning in today on this Friday. Hope you're having a good Friday. I got to shoot you straight. And if you follow me on social media, you may have seen a picture that I posted last night on my social media, man. Went out last night and really kicked it hard for Cinco De Mayo. And here's a question I got. I got a slight mini hangover right now. But I'm a pro. I'm a professional, so we're going to keep pushing, okay? Here's a question I got, though. Why do black folks turn into our Mexican brethren on the thought of Cinco De Mayo? When I tell you every ninja in the city of Atlanta was out last night at whatever Mexican restaurant you can think of, you better believe me. I mean, we went out last night, and I posted it on social media once again. We went out and it was a double kind of celebration. It was Cinco de Mayo. That's just an opportunity to drink. And also my little brother, Jason, Baby Stu, we call him Baby Stu. He's getting married in a couple weeks. And so we were out there, toasting him. And when I tell you, man, there was a line to get in this particular place that we went to. If you're from Atlanta, we went to the spot called La Perilla, right off of, what is it? I can't even remember the name of the street right now to come to me. But downtown. And when I tell you, it was at least 1,000 ninjas up in there. Everybody drinking mojitos, cerveza, everybody just having a good time, and getting real slizzard. And I posted last night on the picture, listen, man, when I have this Juneteenth party in a couple of weeks, I need to see all y'all there. I mean, every single one of y'all can party like this for the Mexican independence. I don't even know what exactly Cinco de Mayo is. Something to do with Mexico and their independence. But when we have a Juneteenth party, if you didn't know what Juneteenth is when the slaves actually realized that they were free. There's a long story to it, the whole Juneteenth thing. But basically, this is in a nutshell from what I remember in the story. So Lincoln had freed the slaves like in 1860-something. But somehow the slaves in Texas didn't get wind of it for like 2 or 3 years later. That's right. And so these ninjas was still slaving and they was free and they had no idea at all. And so they have this big thing they celebrate. I think it started in Texas where all of this went down, called Juneteenth. And it's basically the equivalent to Cinco de Mayo. So when I have me a Juneteenth party in a couple of weeks, I need to see all y'all black asses there. Damn, y'all love Cinco de Mayo. And I don't know whether that's just an Atlanta thing or not. But, man, Cinco de Mayo in this city is crazy, man. Now, we have a huge Mexican contingency of people. But, man, I didn't see any Mexicans in the place I was at last night. It was all ninjas. Oh. Right. And so, yeah, when I have this Juneteenth party, I want to see whatever place I have it at just as packed as it was last night. Damn. Y'all celebrate everybody else's independence. Damn it, celebrate your own. You know? And the Juneteenth thing has been around, I don't know how long. I just got wind of it maybe 10 years ago, which is sad in itself. That they don't even teach this in schools or whatever, but you know what it is with that. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So I've kind of monitored it over the years, and when it comes around, it's really no big deal. Like, they don't get down on Juneteenth like they do on damn Cinco de Mayo. Why? I'm calling it right now. Cinco de Mayo, big. Juneteenth going to be bigger in a couple of weeks. And it's June 19th. That's why they call it Juneteenth. Damn. Yeah. We're going to have a big Juneteenth party. But, man, we got really slobber knocking last night. So I didn't watch the Heat and Toronto game, but I'm sure you saw the story and the fact that Toronto tied their series 1 game apiece, beating the Miami Heat 96-92. Who did big last night? Big night by DeMar DeRozan, 20 points, and also DeMar Carroll, former Atlanta Hawk, who a lot of people feel should have still been in a Hawk uniform. DeMar Carroll scores 21 points last night as well. So Toronto ties up the series, man. Their fans are, based on the clips I saw, man, and every time Toronto plays, really, to be honest with you, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, Toronto's fans are rabid, man. They got some great fans. They got a fantastic fan base. Obviously a team from Canada playing in a league that's based in America. It's kind of like the whole country's team. You understand? Like, we have different teams per states here, but in Canada they don't have the Vancouver Grizzlies anymore, so it's just Toronto. And so the whole country just comes to support the Raptors, man. Let's see if they can advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. I think pretty much this series is a coin toss between Toronto and Miami. Miami's got some issues, obviously, with health. No Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade as old as Methuselah, Hassan Whiteside is a young cat. And Toronto the last couple of years has been a pretty good team, so we'll see if they can tack on another win and a couple wins and win this series. So that's what you had last night. You had Toronto tying their series 1 game apiece. All right, ball award to them on a Friday. A little bit later today on the show, the Ball Peanuts Award going out to either both Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley for beefing 20 years later. Lou Holtz for supporting Donald Trump. Very, very disappointing. Sports Illustrated for wanting to take naked pictures of Caitlyn Jenner. And the Atlanta Hawks, man, for just laying down the other night in their playoff game with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs shot a league record in the playoffs or regular season, 23 3-pointers in that game, man. So that was just horrible. Hawks just really didn't even put up a fight. That was bad. So y'all nominated them and all of those as Ball Penis nominees for today. Let me read some of your messages on the chat room on Spreaker.com from Easy Does It. If it's not on TV, they don't know it. I guess he's talking about black people and the whole Cinco De Mayo thing or the whole Juneteenth thing. Yeah, what's that saying? Which I don't adhere into, man, but you've heard this before. If you want to keep something away from a black person, put it in a book. You know, that's kind of what you're saying right now. Easy Does It. I get what you're saying, man. Once again, I think that's very blasphemous. That's a very offensive statement to make, but I've heard that before. I wish that wasn't the case. I don't think that's the case. That's definitely not the case all the way around. And talking about the whole story, you're really taking it back, tying it into the whole Juneteenth thing. For Brian Hill, Mexicans don't even really go in for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, well, once again, now I'm sure the Mexicans in this town, you know, they partied their ass off somewhere last night, I'm sure. I just didn't see it. This spot that I was at, it's Howell Mill. That's the name of the street. So if you come south of 75, you run into Howell Mill before you get to downtown. And so if you're coming south, you get off of Howell Mill, you make a right, and it's on the left. And that big Kroger, I think it's a Kroger shopping center, and there's this huge Mexican restaurant. When I tell you, they had you know how they set the gates up at a club to kind of section people off and keep the line real organized? They had it's a wrap around 2 or 3 times of those little gates, those little partitions to kind of, tidily or very conveniently kind of, stack everybody up to get them into this place. And I got out there late, and my gosh, I stood in the line for 20 minutes. Let me tell you how bad it was, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, or how good it was based on your perspective. It was so packed in this place that once I got through the little gate spot thing or whatever, and I got to the door to go into the restaurant / bar, I had to wait another 15 minutes because they had to let somebody out before they let somebody in. You know that whole thing. The fire marshals were there already, and before you could come in, somebody had to leave, and they had them on the deck. Everybody was out on the deck, and so it was a gazillion people. And I'm saying to myself, damn, we ain't even Mexican. We not even Mexican. Shouts out to my Mexican brothers. But damn, is that an Atlanta thing? Do they get down like that in Baltimore? Do they get down like that in New York City, in Oakland? Do they get down like that in Memphis, Tennessee? Is Cinco de Mayo that big for y'all, man, wherever you're at? Let me know in the chat room, man, on Spreaker.com. I mean, incredible, phenomenal night last night. And listen, it doesn't take a lot for us to go out and celebrate in the first place. Let's just be honest. I mean, one thing we like to do is celebrate. Brothers. We don't care what it's for, I guess. Damn. All right, when we get back from the break, man, we kind of touched upon the Charles Barkley, Charles Oakley story yesterday, but I really didn't jump into the whole aspect of what Barkley said about taking somebody out. I want to talk a little bit about that, man. When we get back from the break, I'll give you my thoughts. We'll jump into your chat. This is Sports Talk, Guy Talk with Hot Sauce. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Donate. Go to thedougstewartshow.com and donate, man. I'm going to start giving y'all some shots out here in a second, man, for everybody that donates to the show. We really appreciate it. Don't go away. Back in 3 minutes. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. You see the title of today's show, the 6th of May Hangover Show. But trust me, you won't even know that I actually got real slizzard last night. I drank my water, so I'm good. I've talked about that before, man. The whole, my whole policy of drinking water. You know, for every part water or every part alcohol I drink 1 part water. And so last night I drank my water when I came home, man, and everything's good. I feel all right. I feel a little slight headache in the backside of the corner of my head, but it's okay. Hey, welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. Talking NBA, though, man. Obviously, right now, right in the thick of the playoffs. We're going to get to Frank Vogel here in a second, being out as the Indiana Pacers coach here in a second. But I want to talk a little bit more about the whole Charles Barkley story from another night. A couple of nights ago, he made a controversial statement where basically he said, you know, after the Hawks were getting demolished by the Cleveland Cavaliers, that the Hawks should take out one of the Cavs players. Now, when Barkley made this statement, I knew exactly what he was saying, okay? And it's funny because a couple of months ago, many months ago, you remember Rodney Harrison had made some comments about, I can't remember what the situation was, but Rodney Harrison had made these comments and he used the word, you know, hurt, that he would try to hurt a person. And it was a running back. I can't remember exactly who it was right now. I'm sure y'all will tell me. But, man, I really took offense to that. I actually did one of my little YouTube videos about it, man. And I really took offense to that. And the reason I took such offense to that is because Rodney Harrison, first of all, of his history, you know, Rodney Harrison was one of the dirtiest SOBs that ever played the game. But to actually hear a player use the term hurt, to purposely hurt a fellow athlete, was just crossing the line to me. Now, this Barkley thing is bad, but it's not as bad or it's not as malicious, not even in the same hemisphere as what Rodney Harrison said. The reason being is because I just think Chuck isn't that bright, to be honest with you. I don't think he's that bright. And he's not a wordsmith or anything like that. And so when Barkley said take him out, I knew exactly what he meant. What he meant was you got to start giving some hard fouls. Simple as that. I don't think he meant to try to purposely hurt one of the Atlanta Hawks players or the Cleveland Cavaliers players. I didn't get that at all. I knew exactly what he was saying. And when he said it, Shaq jumped on him. Wait a minute, you can't say that on national TV. And so eventually when the conversation went back and forth, eventually Chuck, agreed, and he kind of acquiesced, and he says, yeah, what I mean is give them hard fouls, okay? So I understood that totally different than Rodney Harrison saying and using the word purposely and once again maliciously try to hurt a fellow NFL player, all right? Two vastly different things. Now, that being said, let's get back to this Barkley point, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Barkley said, and to a man, everybody on media, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, to everybody on the media, I've watched the Puppet Factory over the last couple of days, the Mike and Mike, and all of these analysts, and even Stephen A. Smith. To a man, everybody said that, they got and they understood what Charles was trying to say, that they need to give hard fouls. And pretty much everybody that I've watched have said the same thing, that they agreed, based on how bad the game was and that, Cleveland was hitting all these three-pointers, that maybe the Hawks should try, to play some tougher basketball, a tougher brand of basketball. And so everybody understood what he was saying and kind of agreed that they needed to try to play physical, okay? My question to y'all is, who's been saying this for the last year and a half on how you should play defense against the Golden State Warriors? Let me think for a second. Let me scratch my head. Here. Who has been saying for the last year and a half with this dynamic, incredible, historical run that the Golden State Warriors have had and shooting all these threes, in relative terms, an easy comparison to what the Cleveland Cavaliers did a couple of nights ago and hitting 23 three-pointers, who has been saying that they need to give more hard fouls to the Golden State Warriors? I'll tell you who. It's me, damn it. It's me. It's me, oh Lord, coming in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, coming in the need of prayer. Yes, sir. Not my mama, not my sister, but it's me, oh Lord, coming in the need of prayer. Yes, sir, it's me. It's me. That's right. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. Like, I don't understand why the NBA refuses the players in the league, and I know the rules are different now. It's a much different game. I understand that. But the exact point that Charles Barkley made the other night about a team that was getting killed, by a team, their opponent, shooting all of these threes, the sentiment that he threw out there was, you got to play them harder. You got to give them some hard fouls. Why isn't that whole conversation had about the Golden State Warriors? I don't get it. So you're going to just let Steph Curry and Klay Thompson just continue to rain threes on you all day long? And not only that, okay, yeah, I understand they're shooting jump shots and it's harder to get a foul off, or where it won't be a technical foul or whatever. But these cats go to the basket all of the time and they don't get touched. It doesn't make sense. Okay? So my point to you in this is, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, why did everybody in America pretty much agree with Charles Barkley's, his essential thought in playing tougher defense and giving the Cleveland Cavaliers hard fouls because they were shooting the lights out of the building the other night? Why can't we use that same thought process where it's concerned the Golden State Warriors? It's almost like these NBA players are fans of Steph Curry and of Klay Thompson. Like, they're sitting back there and they're marveling at how great of players these guys are. Man, that ish would have never happened in the 80s. And once again, I know it's a different game. But Charles made the point the other night, and everybody agreed with it. I've been making that same point about the Golden State Warriors for the last 2 years, but nobody is listening. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts from a man that ninja? I'm sorry, sir. You don't foul jump shooters. You play tough defense. If the hit's a long and distance jump shot, that's called beating the defense. No. There's something called aggressive defense. There's something. Not only that, if you let Steph Curry and Klay Thompson just continue to shoot threes on you all night, at some point you got to foul them before they even get the ball. You got to make intentional fouls. You can't just let them go out there and not contest the shot, whereas you're up in their shorts. And more so, I understand, once again, I mentioned this earlier, more so what I'm talking about is the unadulterated run to the basket, by these players. Where if you watch Golden State, man, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, it amazes me how 165-pound Steph Curry gets to the basket, has great body control. I'm not saying Steph isn't a fantastic player. It amazes me how often he comes off a screen, he beats his man, comes off a screen, gets into the paint, and somehow makes a layup and is not knocked on his ass. It doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't make sense at all. You got to try to do something to get into these guys' heads. And that's the point Barkley was making the other night. You can't just continue to get pummeled like this and not do something. You have to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. It's insane to watch Steph Curry and Klay Thompson get to their spot on the floor and hit three-pointer after three-pointer after three-pointer. It's insane to watch Steph come off of a screen, get to the basket, knowing in his mind, because history has shown it, that he's not going to get knocked on his ass. If he knew he was going to get knocked on his ass, I think that would play into his shooting percentages. I think it would play into how effective he is out there on the floor if he knows that he's going to get knocked on his ass. Listen, the fact that the guy is 165, 180 pounds, or whatever you may be, he's light. He's a lightweight. The fact that he is that small should be a detriment to him and to his game. But it's not. It's not. It's not. Like the way he plays the game and the way the NBA is today and the way these players respect those guys on that team, like they don't use his detriments to their advantage. And I'm talking about the opponents. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. What are your thoughts? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. When we get back from the break, all I'm going to do is read chat. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. I'm sure you got a lot of it. I see a lot of it in here. There's absolutely no difference in the point that Charles Barkley made the other night that most of America agreed with and the point I've been making about the Golden State Warriors and how defense should be played against them. There's none. There's none. So that wasn't no original thought that Barkley came out with the other night. A lot of other cats have said that. Oscar Robertson said that in as many words in the whole fiasco when he went on, the Puppet Factory and talked about how, they can't, he doesn't believe in Steph Curry is this great of a player. Right. It's not an original thought. But why does everybody agree with it when you're talking about this scenario with Cleveland shooting all of these threes against the Atlanta Hawks? Free your mind and your ass will follow. That's the question. That's the point I'm putting out there. When you get back from the break, all we're going to do is read chat. The realest, trillest sports and guy talk show in America. Buy your boy a beer. TheDougStewartShow.com. Buy your boy a beer. Protect yourself at all times. The referee issues that reminder because it's important to a fighter's safety and success. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security and remind you that living in the metro Atlanta area is sometimes like boxing. You've got to protect yourself at all times. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff of Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience protecting people and property. from alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between. Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all the security services they offer, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is Doug Stewart from the Two Live Stews here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security. Let's face it. The metro Atlanta area is a great place to live, but like most major cities, it has a crime problem. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff at Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience in the business of protecting people and property. From alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between, Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all their security services, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com.
This is your boy KC, kicking it with KC show. And I'm bringing along some of my friends to the SME network.
Squad. Fill in. Take over. The break's over.
The world's heavyweight champion of sports and guy talk radio. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining your boy. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Don't forget the Boyle Penis Award coming up a little bit later today. Yeah, I know. Your nominees, both Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley, for keeping a little riff going for over 20 years. Lou Holtz for supporting Donald Trump. Sports Illustrated for, planning to, take nude pictures of Caitlyn Jenner. And the Atlanta Hawks, all your nominees today for your Boyle Penis Award. So that's coming up a little bit later. I'm going to read your chat here in a second. And I'm also taking your thoughts on everything we've talked about today on the show. We talked NBA playoffs. Toronto gets a win last night over the Miami Heat, tying their series 1 game apiece. Charles Barkley's comments about roughing up Atlanta Hawks players or Cleveland Cavaliers players the other night after they got drubbed with all those three-pointers and how it related to the point I've been making, man. The point I've been making about the Golden State Warriors over the last couple of years, man. I just don't understand how they continue just to shoot the lights out like this. See, one of the big reasons on why Barkley and so many of the old school cats, never thought that a team like Golden State could win it all, a team that predominantly shoots a bunch of three-pointers, is because they felt like at some point they would go cold because of tough, hard-nosed defense, i.e. hard fouls. That definitely goes into the thinking of that situation, I believe, because they played the game. They played the game at the highest level. You're talking about some of the best players that ever played basketball, Hall of Famers. And to a man, nobody ever thought that a team like Golden State would win an NBA championship. It's just impossible because when you start hitting all these threes and when you start going to the basket, we're just going to beat your ass. And then it's going to, psychologically, mentally get into your mind and you won't be effective doing anything. And the way the game is officiated and the seemingly unrelenting respect from other NBA players towards Golden State, they won a championship last year. Probably going to win another one this year if things continue the way that they are. But Barkley made the point the other night that they have to rough those guys up. Now, he used the phrase, take one of those guys out. I didn't believe that he meant to hurt one of those guys. Most of y'all get what he was saying. He meant they have to play tougher defense. They have to foul these guys. They got to give these guys hard fouls. That's the point. And that's the point I've been making for the last 2 years. Thank you, studio audience. And Tyronn Lue came out. Tyronn Lue came out and did what he was supposed to do as the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And basically, said that Charles Barkley was wrong and he shouldn't say anything like that and you shouldn't have to play the game like that. Of course, he's protecting his players. But Tyronn Lue knows exactly what Barkley meant. He's a coach now. He's not a player anymore. He knew exactly what Barkley was trying to say. From Loose Neck Damn Another 3 side, he says, I live in Texas and Juneteenth is crazy around here. Basically like another 4th of July for ninjas. But the way we had parades all over town yesterday for Cinco De Mayo. Shouts out to you, Loose Neck Damn Another 3 side. Yeah, Cinco De Mayo is, I can only imagine how it is in Texas. When you're talking about a big, Mexican population, I can only imagine how big it was. In Juneteenth, the story I told earlier about Juneteenth was, I'm sure it's big in the state of Texas. That's where the whole Juneteenth things comes from. And so, I can only imagine how big it is. Those celebrations are in the state of Texas. From J-Rob, Doug, this is the Keeping It Real show. A lot of NBA players have been saying this a while regarding touching up the players. That's the term that Ernie Johnson and Shaq used the other night when they were talking about this. They call it touching up, i.e. hard fouls. While regarding touching up the Warriors, let's not all of a sudden put this on the Cavs. No, don't get it confused. I'm not putting this on the Cavs. I basically told this story and gave you this perspective because it's an exact correlation to the story or the commentary that I've had about the Golden State Warriors over the last 2 years. It's the exact same setup, the exact scenario. But yeah, no, I know I'm not putting this on the Cavs and the Hawks game the other night. This is basically a springboard to talk about. Now, I'm going to shoot you straight. This was a springboard for me to talk about my thoughts that I've been saying for the last couple of years. From Grego, he says, Steph figured him out last year, Sydney, and so did the rest of the Warriors. They protect Steph with hard picks. They do protect Steph. You know what the mentality is? The mentality with the Golden State Warriors, to their credit, and I'm going to give them credit. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The mentality of the Golden State Warriors, based on how everything revolves around Steph and how they set all of these picks for Steph to get open, to get free, to shoot threes, and how whenever he gets a quote-unquote hard foul, Draymond Green is right there to pick him up, and like Draymond is kind of like the enforcer to the team. All right, but it kind of reminds me of like hockey, where your scorer, where you got Mario Lemieux or you got Wayne Gretzky or whatever, and everybody else in hockey fighting. But damn it, if you do anything towards Wayne Gretzky or Mario Lemieux back in the day or whatever, we got to put the goons on you. We got to whoop your ass because this is our bread and butter. This is our golden goose. You understand what I'm saying? And I've noticed that. That's a very good comment, my man Grego. They protect Steph, and I get it. It's worked. It's worked. But yeah, it's kind of like a hockey mentality where you have a scorer and then you have a bunch of goons, and their sole purpose is to get into fights and protect the scorer. And that's exactly what it seems like with the Golden State Warriors. Let me grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, man. It's Dollars and Cents, a.k.a. Reggie. What up, homie?
Dollars and Cents. Reggie, what up, baby?
What up, man? Hey, I'm looking forward to being on the show, man, with my man Vince Wright.
Yeah.
More show coming on there.
Yeah, my man Dollars and Cents and Vince Wright, the Big Smooth, a.k.a. the sports governor of Minnesota, has a show premiering next week, Sports and More, right here on Stewart Media and Entertainment. Man, I cannot wait till next week. I got to talk more about all the shows that are debuting. Welcome aboard, man. Thank you so much, Reg.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Hey, Doug, man, the real question I have is why aren't Hawks fans mad as hell that, I mean, they got their ass kicked, man. I ain't never seen anything like that. But it was unbelievable. I mean, the Hawks basically went in with one of the number one defenses.
Yeah.
And, they just 18 threes, and they only took 11 the second half. So, when you're talking about shooting three-pointers, it's not about touching somebody up. How about putting a hand in their face? How about that?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you know what I kind of think it is, man? To be honest with you, living in this city for over 20 years, there's a lot of apathy, man. It's almost like the Hawks fans and sports fans in this town in general feel like, here we go again, same old Hawks. And so it's hard to really get emotional because we've seen this so many times before. It's just hard to get up for it, man, I believe.
Yeah. The other question I want to ask you is it me or is it Charles Barkley, man? That dude talks more ish than a toilet seat. But how you let a grown man come out and tweet and basically say you a punk bitch and that you've been soft your whole life, and then his only response is, well, I don't listen to Oakley. I don't have nothing to say.
Right.
It's like, yo, you got stuff to say about everybody else and how you would do this and do that. And then a man called your punk ass out, and you on the least like, hey, let's get in a boxing match. How about that?
Yeah.
I just think it was kind of weak, and then, man, Barkley is weak.
Yeah.
All right, Doug, talk to you soon. Thanks, bro.
I appreciate the call. That's my man, Dollars and Cents. I talked about it yesterday, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a very similar situation that happened a couple of months ago where somebody had came out and said, oh, it was Beanie Siegel. It was Beans. You remember Beans came out and he said something about Kanye West? And Kanye, he ready to fight everybody. He talked trash to everybody. But when Beanie Siegel came out and said something about Kanye didn't have much response. You know why? Because he knew that he didn't want to mess with Beans. Same scenario with Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley. You can say all you want. Barkley can talk all the trash he wants, throw people out of plate glass windows, spit on people. But he don't want none of Charles Oakley. Let's be real about that. We all know what's going on. Yeah. Charles Barkley, this, that, and the other. Barkley. Yeah. Based on his comments, it said a lot. Based on his non-comments, it said a lot. Which, hey, I don't really want none of Charles Oakley, so I can't really blame him. I mean, listen. Charles Barkley or Charles Oakley is widely known to just pimp slap people on random. So I get it. But the difference between me and Charles Barkley is I don't go around professing to be this tough guy and beating people up and, throwing people out of windows and whatnot. And, I don't go around acting like that. If Charles Oakley wanted to get something, I have to pick up a stick, a brick or something. But Barkley, yeah, what happened to the tough guy? Charles Oakley pulled his card, man. Hey, when we get back from the break, it'll be hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, truest sports and guy talk show in America. And we'll jump back into this chat. I want to talk a little bit about the Indiana Pacers head coaching position, as well as another guy, man, in basketball, Phil Jackson. I've been telling y'all for years, man, Phil Jackson is a crook. I love him, but he's a freaking burglar. He's a burglar. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. Hour number 2 coming up.
Hey, what's happening, Stu Nation? This is Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota, and I'm very happy to announce that Sports Done Right, my show, will be making its debut next week on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Make sure you check out not only Sports Done Right, but the rest of my posse, the X Squad affiliates, as we debut on the SME platform next week. I can't wait to talk to you. We talk all things sports, lifestyle issues, man. We got it all covered here on Sports Done Right. I'm the sports governor. Can't wait to talk to you.
Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you. smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give them a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell them, though, that I sent you. You got to tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway, he's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell him that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah! Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Yes, sir. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. Scratch beat. Hey, man, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Hour number 2 of the show, man. Fastest show on turf. Fastest show on turf. Man, let me give some shots out right now, man, to some cats that really are supporting SME today, man, on this Friday, on Offering Friday, is what I call it. Special shout out to my man Troy Mendez. Shouts out to you, Troy Mendez, man. I really appreciate it. Troy donated a 6-pack to the Doug Stewart Show and Stewart Media and Entertainment. Wow. Shouts out to Quincy Hutchinson. And what is her name? And let me make sure I got her name right. Yes, Dana Chambers. Who said a stews? Who said a 2 live stews? Who says Stewart Media and Entertainment and the Doug Stewart Show don't have women listeners? Shouts out to Dana Chambers, man, and Quincy Hutchinson. They donated a couple of cases to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes! Ooh, we gonna get drunk tonight. Yeah, so thank you to Dana Chambers and Quincy Hutchinson. And then, wow, I almost got to sit back and, take a deep breath. Shouts out to Kenneth Smith and Michael Parks. They bought your boy and the Doug Stewart Show a couple of kegs Dude! Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh! Thank you, Michael Parks and Kenneth Smith. Thank you very much. Thank you. We really appreciate it, man. You have no idea how much this goes to keeping this ship afloat around here, man. Thank you. Hey, donate to the Doug Stewart Show, the funnest and most interactive, realest, truest sports and guy talk show in America, like Dana Chambers, Michael Parks, Quincy Hutchinson, Troy Mendez, and Kenneth Smith, man. Helping us keep this ship afloat. Thank you. Yes. And anybody that donates $20 or more, they got a T-shirt coming from us. Thank you. Praise his holy name. Yes, sir. So Larry Bird, in effect, fired Frank Vogel. But let me say something about that. And he didn't really fire him. I mean, Larry Bird said that he just didn't renew his contract. And I hear all of these cats, these talking heads, saying that he did fire him. No, technically he didn't fire him. His contract ran out, and he just didn't renew it. Same thing happened to the Stews a couple of times over the last couple of years. Yeah, technically, the Stews have never been fired from a job in radio. We've never been fired from a job in radio or TV. We didn't have our contracts renewed at ESPN after 6 years, or 5 years. They just didn't renew it. That's when they brought old Stephen A. Smith in there to go full time with Skip Bayless, taking that check out of our pocket. But I'm not mad or nothing like that. Yes, sir. And also for the radio gig that we had, we weren't fired. Our contract was up. And even though they came in and changed the name and added some dude in and, made us stop playing rap music, we didn't get fired. So Larry Bird and the Indiana Pacers did not renew the contract of Frank Vogel. And a lot of people are killing Bird, man, saying that, Vogel had been doing a great job over the last couple of years. They were getting better. There's a difference in philosophies, evidently, between Bird and Vogel. Vogel wants to play, and really stress defense and, have a bigger lineup in there. And Larry Bird is basically reading the tea leaves and watching everybody else in the NBA and saying, man, listen, the game today is up and down. Scoring, three-pointers, shooting three-pointers till the cows come home. And so, Frank Vogel is out. And here's something about that, man, and it kind of ties into the little conversation we had earlier about veteran players and superstars and, the way they look at the game. Kind of ties into it the same way. I'm different than a lot of these cats. This is why you listen to the Doug Stewart Show, too, I want to make mention of. I'm different than a lot of these cats, these talking heads, man, on TV and radio, where, whatever the popular sentiment is, the corporate standpoint, they just follow along like sheep. Why are we criticizing Larry Bird when Larry Bird is a Hall of Famer, one of the top 5 to 10 basketball players that ever stepped on a court? The man's probably forgotten more basketball than 99% of the public even knows. Why are we questioning Larry Bird's decision? Not saying he's right, okay? Let me make sure I say that. I'm not saying he's right, but why does the media have this stance that Bird is wrong? Why does the media have this stance that Oscar Robertson giving an honest opinion about Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors? Why is Oscar Robertson wrong? You see how ass backwards that is? That's backwards. Like, why is Charles Barkley and Isaiah Thomas, when they talk, quote unquote, critically, or as the young people say, or they supposedly hate against Steph Curry, why are they wrong? Why are they doing Steph Curry wrong? It's BS. Now, once again, I'm not saying those guys' opinions are right. I'm not saying that Larry Bird's, decision to get rid of Frank Vogel is right. But why do we quickly, and I say we, I shouldn't even say we, why does the media in general, and the talking heads always, try to throw the old school veteran player, Hall of Fame player under the bus? Huh? Really? You're going to question Larry Bird's basketball acumen? You're going to question what Charles Barkley and Oscar Robertson and Isaiah Thomas has to say about the way the game is played today and about Steph Curry? I don't know about that. Once again, not saying that they're the end-all, be-all and that they're 100% right all the time. I don't know. I think we're too quick to just say that these guys are wrong and they should have let Frank Vogel keep his job. How the hell are you going to talk about Larry Bird's decision of getting rid of a coach and your ass is, at McDonald's flipping hamburgers or something like that? Or you're at your call center doing your job, whatever that may be. I mean, Larry Bird can't come in and tell you how to do your job. Why does everybody feel like that the decisions that these cats make, once again, legendary players and cats that have been around basketball pretty much since they were 8 or 9 years old, why are we so quick to question their judgment in basketball topics? It just doesn't make sense to me, man. 404-382-0338. Let me read some of your messages here in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From J. Rob, he says, Bird said he will not hire McHale. He has too much respect for McHale. Wow. Not sure. I threw in the wow there. He says, not sure how much respect he has for any coach. Bird needs to get the quality players for the system. This was not on the coaching job. This was an indictment. Really on the lack of players the GM and office is getting in there. Once again, I'm not saying Bird is right in this. I'm not saying it's right, but why are we so quick to question, the decisions of guys that have been around basketball since the beginning of time? Not only are been around a long time, but were great at it and understand the dichotomy of the league and about building a team and about building an organization. GMs make mistakes all the time. And at the end of the day, Larry Bird might be wrong. Maybe Frank Vogel goes to the next team that he coaches, which he's going to get another job somewhere. That's another part of this. And he becomes the all-time winningest coach, passing Phil Jackson for rings. We don't know. Time will tell. Let's just see. From RC, Mark Jackson would be a great fit in Indiana for obvious reasons. Well, he would be a fantastic fit in Indianapolis. Or in Indiana. I always want to say Indianapolis. Yeah, obviously, he played for many, many years for the organization. It seems like, their ideology about basketball kind of line up, talking about Mark Jackson and Larry Bird as far as defense and, not a small lineup, not trying to jump on the bandwagon of this up and down pace of basketball that the Golden State Warriors have made so popular over the last couple of years. I don't know. It sounds like it would be a good fit. If Mark Jackson isn't seriously considered for this Indiana job, then that there's probably some type of blackball action in this thing. It has to be, because Mark Jackson is supremely qualified to coach basketball in the NBA. I make the argument all the time that, if not for the conflict personalities between Mark Jackson and Golden State's front office, that Mark Jackson would have won a championship last year with the Golden State Warriors. And there's nobody that can tell me anything different. He was just a little bit late, a little bit too late. So yeah, that sounds like a good fit. I feel you on that one. Man, so much damn chat, man. I really wish I could read more chat. Damn, I wish I could read more chat. We got the best chat room in the world, man. We do. Y'all be thinking. Y'all like George Wallace. Y'all be thinking. Hey, man, thank you so much for all the donations. You can go to thedougstewartshow.com. Donate very easily. It's like 3 clicks. Takes you less than a minute. Safe and secure through PayPal. We appreciate you, Stewies, man. Thank you so much for the support. All right, we get back from the break. A little bit of entertainment news, birthdays. We'll have some fun with that. Speaking of which, I can't wait, man. New Captain America movie is out today. I might try and go see the matinee. Save me a couple of dollars. I really need to save a couple of dollars. Maybe I'll go do that. But Captain America, Civil War, I've heard a lot of people say it was a good movie. If you go to, what's the little app that I have? And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, because it came out last night in a couple of theaters nationally. What's the name of that damn? Oh, Fandango. If you go to Fandango, man, it's getting good ratings. Comic book head here, baby. Can't wait to go see it. All right, don't go away. We'll be back in 3 minutes. The Doug Stewart Show.
Hey you, it's your girl Spicy, host of Spicy Conversations. Join me and my sexy guest as we discuss relationships, sex, and lots of pleasure. A full 2 hours of erotic fun that you don't want to miss. Are you ready to add some spice to your life? Hell yeah, you are. And I am ready to please you. Spicy Conversations, SME After Dark.
Protect yourself at all times. The referee issues that reminder because it's important to a fighter's safety and success. Doug Stewart here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security and remind you that living in the metro Atlanta area is sometimes like boxing. You've got to protect yourself at all times. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. The staff of Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience protecting people and property, from alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between. Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all the security services they offer, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. New music from Lulu featuring Nazi. Go to lulu216.com. That's lulu216.com. New music, baby.
Some people ask me where I've been at, I've been laying low, staying out of the trouble and getting back on the road. I'm only 16 in this game and I learned to trust nobody, because that somebody could be the person that always doubts you. Remain humble, just know you're blessed, know your worth, don't let them take it proud without a yes. I've learned a lot and I'm so young, like Post Malone, the one I died too young. Knew this is my future way back in the past, and thanks to the ones that was making it last. 2 and 6 is my city. 6 is my city. So I'm gon' rap till they hit. MGK, come get with me.
Once again, new music from Lulu featuring Nazi. Go to lulu216.com. That's a lulu216.com to hear more.
They don't wanna see you winning. No. Don't listen to the critics. No.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. This is a fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. We got the Ball Penis Award coming up here in a second. Stay tuned for that. Still taking your donations today. Today is offering day. Today is offering day right here on SME. Go to thedougstewartshow.com, click on the donate button, and donate $5 or more. If you donate $20 or more, man, we'll even send you a T-shirt as a little thank you, man, a token of our appreciation. We thank you all for no matter what you donate. So go to thedougstewartshow.com and donate today, man, if you want to buy your boy a beer. If you have a good time around here, buy your boy a beer. Shouts out to my man Easy Does It. My man Easy Does It bought your boy a couple of cases. Thank you so much, Easy Does It. We really do appreciate it. We really do. Woo! Boy, we do. Yeah. All right, a couple of birthdays out there today in the world of entertainment. Celebrating his 29th birthday today is rapper Meek Mill. Happy birthday, Meek Mill. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm a fan of that cat because I'm pretty sure he's having relations with Nicki Minaj. So I'm an automatic fan just off of that alone. Happy birthday, Meek Mill. Also celebrating his 55th birthday today is actor George Clooney. Happy birthday to George Clooney. Remember George Clooney played Batman? Pretty good Batman. Also celebrating his 31st birthday today is point guard for the LA Clippers. Should have been an Atlanta Hawk, but they screwed it all up once again. Chris Paul turns 31 years old today. Happy birthday to Chris Paul. Former Wake Forest Demon Deacon. Tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Witten, turns 34 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Willie Mays. Wait a minute. Willie Mays still on this earth? Let me double check that, man. This damn service I've been using lately here, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I mean, it says he's 85 years old, but I thought Willie Mays died. Wait a minute. Praise his holy name. Willie Mays is still with us. Wow. Wait a damn minute. That's right. Willie Mays turns 85 years old today, man. Happy birthday. You know what? I guess I'm wrong for it, man. I confuse him and Jackie Robinson all the damn time. I know. I'm sorry. Jackie Robinson been dead. Damn. Happy birthday, Willie Mays. Damn. 85 years old today. Happy birthday to the great Willie Mays. I'm glad Special K ain't on the show today. He be killing this chick. Happy 33rd birthday to Gabby Cinnabay. Happy birthday, Gabby. Chunky but funky. Special K, the unofficial comedian to the Two Live Stews, he has just like a complete show of Gabby Cinnabay jokes, man, which isn't funny at all, but somehow he gets away with telling Gabrielle Cinnabay jokes. You know, that's the chick that played Precious. He's made a living out of telling Gabby Cinnabay jokes, man. It's just really just very distasteful, but he's a comedian, and that's what comedians do. And also celebrating, wow, you talk about getting old, Lynn Whitfield. That's right. The chick that starred in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence. She turned 63 years old today. Yes, sir. Wow. Happy birthday to Lynn Whitfield. That chick was crazy in that movie. I saw that a couple of weeks ago on BET, I think, maybe TV1, one of them black stations. And that movie was kind of creepy the way she just flipped on Martin, man. I really hated that. Been there, done that before in my life. Maybe I'll tell y'all that story. Golly. But anyway, remind me to tell y'all a story about a crazy chick, and I've dealt with a couple crazy chicks in my younger days. I hope she ain't listening, because I'm going to tell a story about her ass here in a second. Also tonight, Captain America comes out. Civil War in theaters today. Can't wait to see that. Talked about that a little bit earlier. And I mentioned to y'all on Monday that I was going to give you a couple of days, man. Today is Friday. I've given you 5 days, in effect, to talk a little bit about Game of Thrones. Jon Snow lives, man. Jon Snow lives! Allegedly. If you're not Game of Thrones fans, you're not going to get none of this. But one of the main characters was killed last year. I mean, brutally. One thing about Game of Thrones, when they kill your ass, they make it real, real hurtful. It ain't just it's not just something real simple where you go out painlessly. No, man, they pretty much torture your ass when they kill you on Game of Thrones. But anyway, Jon Snow, one of the main characters of the TV show, was killed brutally last year in the season finale, I believe it was. And he was brought back to life, man, by this witch. Which now the question is he going to be the same Jon Snow, or is he going to be Jon Snow but evil or wicked or something like that? Because it was a witch that brought him back to life. And I know, once again, if you don't watch Game of Thrones, you're like, what the hell is this ninja talking about? The people that watch it know. I'm sorry. I mean, but I had to do this. I had to talk about this a little bit. A huge moment, one of the biggest moments in the 5-year history of the show. And so that was a fantastic episode last week. A lot of people got killed. It was a couple of things that happened real big in the episode last week. But Game of Thrones back, man. Bringing that fire. So, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So, quick little thin line between love and hate story. This was my freshman year in college. Was it my freshman year? No, it was my sophomore year because I had just moved off campus. And me and my boy B stayed together, my best friend in the world. I always talk about B, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So my best friend in the world, we move off campus. We out of the dorm. I mean, we grown. You know, we have ladies over to the house all the time. So this one particular lady, man, who wasn't my girlfriend. For some reason, she thought she was my girlfriend. We had relations, and we had relations very well. I always, give my best effort. And so she started catching feelings for her brother, and long story short, another, day passes by, and I'm at the house, and I have another young lady in my bedroom, and we're doing the do again. I did a lot of doing around there. I got to be honest with you. Now, we're in a trailer, and I hope she isn't listening right now, the young lady, the person that I'm talking about. We had a trailer. Trailers are very prevalent in Orangeburg, as far as for students or whatever. So this is back in 1992, 1991? 1991. I'm going to say 1991. And I'm in the room with this young lady, and we're doing the do. And all of a sudden, I hear this. Come on out, Stu. I know you in there, Stu. Come on out. And I'm like, what the hell? And so the lights are off in the room, okay? I want to create an atmosphere. And so the lights are off. I get up, and the chick is, that I'm with, she's just startled like hell. And the person just keeps banging, and immediately I recognize whose voice it was. I'm like, oh, my Lord. Now, backtrack a little bit. The bros had told me that this person was crazy as bat doo-doo. So you better be careful if you mess with this person. But I didn't listen. She was fine. So I went ahead and did it, against the bruh's, thoughts. And sure enough, this chick is beating on the door, man. And I get out of the bed, and I'm low crawling, to the front of the house. And my boy B is in the other room. He comes out of his room low crawling on the ground like we about to start some type of military conflict, and we're foot soldiers, and we're on the ground whispering to each other, man, that's so-and-so, what are you going to do? Oh, man, we're whispering in our own house about what are we going to do. And so this went on, well, we'll just wait her out. So we sat there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Come on out, I know you in there. My car's in the yard, so she knows I'm there. I don't go anywhere without my damn car. She knows I'm there. So finally, the young lady I had in the room, she was just like, man, just take me home. I don't care about anything. After 30 minutes, just take me home. And so I start to take her home, and I'll tell you the rest of the story when we get back from the break. I'll tell you the rest of the story when we get back from the break. There's a lot of fireworks in the story, but we're late for the break. We're late for the break right now. We're going to go to break. And when I come back, I'll tell you what happened. Crazy. We got to do ball penis as well. I'll tell you the rest of the story when we get back from the break, man. Definite Martin, thin line, and love and hate and all of that stuff situation I had going up in my house in 1991. Don't go away, the Doug Stewart Show. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go to thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. That's thedougstewartshow.idlife.com. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is Doug Stewart from the Two Live Stews here to tell you about the team at Strickland Security. Let's face it, the metro Atlanta area is a great place to live, but like most major cities, it has a crime problem. There's nothing more important than ensuring the safety of your family and your home. And for business owners, protecting your business is critical because it's your livelihood. Strickland Security can satisfy all of your security needs. Staff at Strickland Security has a combined 55 years of experience in the business of protecting people and property, from alarm systems to uniformed security guards and everything in between. Strickland Security has an affordable solution for you. To see a list of all their security services, visit their website at stricklandsecurity.com or give them a call at 800-422-9075. That's 800-422-9075. Again, that's stricklandsecurity.com. So as I was saying, and welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. So as I was saying before we went to the break, probably 45 minutes to an hour passed by. We still hadn't cut the lights on. We were trying to make this thing seem like nobody was home. You know, maybe we got into the car with somebody else and we left and we weren't there. I left my car there. But the person outside of the door wasn't buying it. She just knew I was in there with somebody. And so after like an hour, the person that I was with, the young lady that I was with in my house, says, "I don't care, take me home." And she started making this fuss, and she turned on the light and put her clothes on. Like for an hour now, I'm telling this chick, be quiet. Shh, shh. Be quiet, she's crazy. You do not want to mess with this chick outside. She's crazy, just be quiet. She'll go away, she'll go away. And so after like an hour, she was like, "I don't care. I got to go. I'm tired of this. This is very disrespectful, all of that type of stuff." So finally, we cut the lights on. Everybody puts on their clothes. So I tell my boy B, I was like, "B, when I open this door, I need you to run outside and grab this young lady and just hold her till me and this other young lady get in the car and I take her back on campus," because she was living in the dorm at that time. And so B was like, "But what if she got a weapon? She's crazy." I'm like, "She ain't got no weapon, man. She crazy, but she ain't crazy. And so sure enough, we get everything set up, man. It was kind of like, it's kind of like when the police do a raid and they all get set and they brace themselves and then they ram the door and they run in there, guns are blazing. Like we stood at this door for a couple of seconds like, "Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Y'all good? Y'all good? We know what to do, right?" So we open up the door and sure enough, she's out there by herself just going crazy and she tries to run in. Now keep in mind, it's dark. Okay, and my boy B runs out there and grabs him. B's a big dude. He played linebacker for us when we were in high school, defensive tackle. And so when B runs out there, he grabs her and he like just holds her, puts her in a bear hug, and she's screaming, "Get off me, B! Get off me, B!" She knows me because just a couple of days ago, this is another part of the story, just like the day before, a couple of days earlier, she was up in our house. We had a little social, little get together, and we were all booed up on the couch and whatnot, man. So, you know, Bubba's an accomplice to this thing now. You help him do it, B. And so he grabs her, and me and the young lady run out of the house. She has like a coat or something over her head to try to conceal her identity, because I didn't want her going on campus for the rest of her life and seeing this young lady and having to fight every time she turns around. So we put a coat over her face or whatever, man. We get into the car, and I speed off. Drop her off, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Drop her off. I come back to the house, you know, like 20 minutes later, thinking that this young lady would have left, but I knew in my heart that she wasn't going to leave. Sure enough, I walk back in the house. She's in my room. Every stitch of clothes that I have is thrown out. I look on the mirror to my room. She had, with red lipstick, wrote on my mirror, "I hate Doug Stewart." And to top it off, and I don't know why Bubba just didn't call the police. To top it off, you know, not only was every stitch of my clothes just thrown and littered all over the room, and she had this sadistic message written in lipstick on my mirror, "I hate Doug Stewart." She was sitting in front of my bed in Indian style. You know what Indian style was? You remember kindergarten, you used to sit around in a circle, Indian style? You remember that, right? She was sitting in front of my bed, Indian style, with her hand, you know, holding up her face, you know, her head in her palm, and just like whispering to herself. Just whispering to herself. I'm like, oh my Lord, this chick she's going to kill us all. So then I put on my therapist, you know, hat, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And I sat down right by her, Indian style. And I said, "So-and-so, you know, what's the matter? Why are you acting like this? Why, did you think that we were actually like dating it? You know, I don't think the term cutting was used back then. But if it were today, I says, I mean, you know good and well, I just wanted to cut." And man, that chick never, like, we could walk by each other, and you know, long story short, eventually she sat there for an hour or so, man. Eventually she got up and got back into her car and left. When I tell you, for the next 2 years, if we passed by each other in the cafeteria or on the sidewalk going to class or whatever, she wouldn't even look at me. Like she wouldn't even acknowledge my existence ever again. And I don't like to end relationships messy. You know, I really never had enemies as far as past girlfriends or whatever. I try to stay very, casual and respectful. Man, this person hated my guts. I always thought in my mind that I always had to keep my head on a swivel. Like, at some point, based on her crazy actions from that night, at some point, this chick was going to kill me. I don't know whether it would have been with a pistol or a knife or bow and arrow or a cannon or what. I thought at some point before I left South Carolina State she was going to kill me. But I'm happy to report today, and this is the end of the story, that she never killed me. True story. I can get B on the phone right now, and he'll tell you. He will tell you right now that story I just told is the exact way that I explained it. I mean, the exact way. The moral of the story, and at the end of the day, it had a happy ending. The happy ending was that she never killed me. And y'all got, thus, the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, sir! I mean, imagine if this chick would have killed me just because she came home and caught me with another young lady. You would have never had the Two Live Stews. You would have never had the Doug Stewart Show. Think about how void your life would have been. and how much you would have missed the Stews, even though you wouldn't have known anything about the Stews. You do now, so try to just play along with me. The fact that she didn't kill me when I really thought that there was a high chance, a very likely chance that she would, is actually a victory in all regards. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True story, man. True story. Oh, my gosh. From Melvin. He says the story is worth a $25 donation. Yes! I agree with Melvin. That's perfect. Perfect segue. Go to thedugstewartshow.com, and if you want to continue to hear stories like this, real life stories, okay, of me and my life, which has been a very interesting life in all honesty. If you want to hear these types of stories continue, okay, and not have your boy have to go out and get a job being a greeter at Walmart at a young age, go to thedugstewartshow.com, click on the donate button. If you donate $20 or more, we'll actually send you a t-shirt. We ordered new t-shirts a couple of weeks ago. They're supposed to be here this week. And so we're going to get your t-shirts out to you. But $20 or more, man, we'll send you a t-shirt. $5. The minimum $5 I think you have to donate, man. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. A couple of clicks. It's not hard at all. I'll give you a shout out on the show, and you'll continue to hear stories like this. I just opened up my whole heart to you. I'm an open book. I'm an open book. Yeah, man, this young lady, so she was like a year older than me. And so she had been to state before I got there. And so a couple of people I knew, a couple of the bros had knew her story. I don't know if maybe she dated somebody that was already one of my chapter bros. I pledged when I was a freshman, in effect, at South Carolina State because I transferred. And when I transferred, and after one semester, I had enough hours to technically pledge my freshman year at South Carolina State. And so the older bros, I always kind of like ran names by them. Like, what about this chick, this young lady right here? Oh, no, she's loony as tunes. And they told me, it's like, Stu, I can hear one of my profiles right now telling me, Stu, I'm going to tell you, she fine as white wine. This chick was super fine. She fine as white wine, but she's a little touched. But you know what? That never stopped me before. Never stopped me before, man, but I really regret that one, man. Really a nice person as well, but I wasn't trying to boo up with nobody long term at that time, man. I just wasn't. Sowing my wild oats. Well, I did a lot of oat sowing around there. Damn. Ooh. Praise his holy name, man. Man. If you could get a master's in sowing oats, I'd have 2 of them. And a PhD. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ball penis coming up next.
SME, this is the #1 Chief Rocker Jersey Vern with my partner Jay Fish, Patty K, Michael Wade. We're about to surfboard into the SME show, and no other sports show, talk show, any other type of show can do what the Michael Wade and Jersey Vern do, because we are the best at what we do, and we're about to blast you out of there. Peace.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Penis tastes better boiled.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to begin our study of the male erection. We are adults. Now, I want everybody together to go ahead and say, penis, penis, penis.
Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better. Penis tastes better boiled.
Come on, y'all, say it.
No, man. P-nuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. P-nuts. P-E-A-N-U-T-S. P-nuts. Y'all know what the hell I was saying.
Come on, y'all, say it.
It's that time of the week. It's that time of the week, man. Time to give out some boiled peanuts. Thank you so much for joining me on the Doug Stewart Show. Fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. Before we get to your boiled peanuts winner this week, here on the Doug Stewart Show on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, I got to give a shout out to my folks at Strickland Security. Strickland Security has over 55 years combined experience in the business of protecting your home with quality alarm systems. If you need just a basic alarm system, or if you need, an alarm system fix, Strickland Security got you covered. Strickland Security has got you covered. Get it out. And so they also have this neighborhood watch program. They also have a celebrity night out service, in which they call it, where they'll come pick you up in a black colored SUV and take you out into town. Have a security agents drive you around that's actually strapped as well. So Strickland Security got you covered on all different fronts. So go to StricklandSecurity.com. That's StricklandSecurity.com. And make sure you tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you. If you're not satisfied with your alarm company, it's not like the old days where it was like a big task to change over alarm system companies. Nah, they can easily do it. No stress, no pain, or nothing like that, man. They'll have you, up and running in no time. It's very painless. So go to StricklandSecurity.com. That's StricklandSecurity.com. So your nominees for the Ball Peanuts Awards are Donald Trump supporters in general, just because. Lou Holtz supporting Donald Trump, which is very disappointing. It's very disheartening to see Lou Holtz, support Donald Trump. I thought about it, man. This Donald Trump thing, man. I keep thinking about it. I've talked about it a couple times on this show over the last couple of months. But this Donald Trump thing, man, is very, very, very disheartening. See, the thing about it is this. And I know I'm kind of sidetracking here for a second. The thing, and I thought about it, the reason that's is so disheartening is because of two things. One, the man is clearly, even though he's got a ton of money and he's evidently good at business, the man is a racist. And this isn't, see, the thing about being a racist is a lot of times you could be racist and no one could know it. You can really keep that to yourselves or to your small circle or whatever. Donald Trump has made statement after statement after statement that's on record that clearly shows and identifies him as being a racist. You would think with that on your resume, racist, that you could never ever be president of the United States of America. And the worst part about it is that a lot of Americans are on board with him, including Lou Holtz. So there's that. And the other thing that's so disappointing about this Donald Trump thing, man, is the guy is an idiot. And I guess they kind of go hand in hand, being a racist and an idiot, but you know the point I'm trying to make. The man is an idiot. The man is not very bright. Just because you make money, in his case, in business, or you work on brains like Ben Carson, whatever, doesn't mean that you should be leader of the free world. It's just bad, man, and it's getting worse. It's like a train wreck once again, like a car accident about to happen. We're watching this, and I can't believe this has actually gone this far. All right, so Donald Trump's nominated, and everybody that supports Donald Trump is nominated. Also, the Atlanta Hawks for getting just drugged the other night by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley for having a rift, a beef that has lasted for like 20 plus years. I mean, y'all too old for all of this, man. I get that. Y'all nominated those dudes. I sure would love to see them fight, though. You remember the celebrity cage match thing they used to have going on many years ago? I would love to see Barkley and Charles Oakley mix it up for real. Not play. I mean for real. And also y'all nominated Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated was nominated for, allegedly about to feature Caitlyn Jenner in the magazine naked, which I don't understand that at all. So without further ado, this week's Ball Penis Award winner is overwhelmingly Caitlyn Jenner and Sports Illustrated. Wow, we got a lot of votes, too, in relative terms, people jumping online and voting. 68% of the vote went to, it's not really Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, I guess she's doing what she's doing. I mean, that's, whatever he wants to do, that's fine, all right? Don't get it wrong. I have to always give a disclaimer. Nothing against the LGBT community. Got nothing against y'all at all. This Ball Penis Award is going to, and it's funny, Ball Penis are going to, but anyway, Ball Penis are going to Sports Illustrated, man, for even, I don't know, somebody there had to have the thought to do this. So y'all nominated Sports Illustrated, and y'all gave them the Ball Penis Award for the week ending May 8th, 2016. Well deserved. I don't get that. I don't get that at all, man. He's old, and he's a dude. I just don't get that at all. Y'all also, right behind Sports Illustrated, y'all had Trump supporters with 15% of the vote. Okay. And then you follow the Trump supporters by the Atlanta Hawks with 9% of the vote. and then a tie for, fourth place, Lou Holtz supporters supporting Donald Trump, and Charles Barkley and Charles Oakley. I don't know who even nominated Barkley and Oakley. You know, I guess it's kind of funny, and it is childish that after all these years, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that they still got this ongoing beef or whatever. I get that, but, I mean, I didn't think it was that much to nominate them. Charles Oakley really, really has some hate in his heart towards Barkley. He thinks Barkley's fake as a $6 bill. I guess. He ain't trying to hear it, man. He ain't trying to hear it.
You gonna eat your beans and cornbread? Yes, it's your grown man Gator.
Hey, man. We got another week in the books. We just keep on chugging along, keep pounding. We keep pounding. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Doug Stewart Show, man. We really appreciate it. We do. Shouts out to my man, Waterhead Walter, Dwayne Bassan, Gerald Oliveri, the engineers to the Doug Stewart Show. Shouts out to my man Pink Gator and Beans and Cornbread on the production for this track right here. And a special shout out to all of the Stewies, man. Without you, there would be no me. Yeah. Wow. Huge week next week for the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network as we are welcoming in six shows. 5 new shows at least. The number one Chief Rocker Byrne from Jersey Show. Sports and More featuring Vince and Reggie. Sports Done Right from a man Big Vince. The Big Smooth. The governor of Minnesota. Spicy Conversations. The Lonely Hearts Cafe featuring Togo. As well as continuing shows on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. The Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. The Kicking It with Kesey Show. Bottom to the Top Show, The Grizz, and The Jungle Brother. As well as every once in a while, That Ninja with the Underground Railroad Show. Man, we are blessed. We are blessed. We ain't made it yet, but we on the way. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show and to the network. Once again, if you'd like to help us on our trek to the top, go to thedougstewartshow.com and click on the donate button. And if you donate $20 or more, man, we'll even send you a T-shirt. Real fly design for the new T-shirts, man. But you don't have to just donate $20. If you want to donate $50, $500, $5,000, we welcome it. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, we'll do this show again Monday. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Y'all be careful on them streets. Peace.
Ain't no cues. They know one thing for sure. I'm a Q. Duty calls, gotta go. No offense, I'm a Q. And they got my backstage line for the Qs. I'm a Q. I'm a Q. Mama told me long time ago about them Qs. Told me I could go Greek, but don't be a Q. It was in my nature to go and be a even in preschool, mama knew I was a girl. Asked me my name, I told her I'm a Q. Teacher asked me my name, I told her I'm a Q. Cops won't ID, I tell them I'm a Q. I'm a Q. I'm a Q. You know how it is when you roll with the Qs. You know how it is when you roll with the Qs. You know how it is when you roll with the Qs. Hey, you know how it is when you roll. Yes, bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up your hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up your hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up the hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up the hooks. But you know how it is when you roll with the Qs. You know how it is when you roll with the Qs. You know how